Good evening, 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 good evening. And welcome to Game Night on Thursday the 27th of November. I hope you're all keeping well. It's lovely to have you all here. Welcome on in. It is time for Data League. No warm-up game this evening. We're going straight into things. And hello, doggy. Hello, big smelly doggy. I've got a big smelly dog here. Well, he's not that big. Oh, hello. Yes, lovely kisses. How's everyone doing? Good to see you all. Hope you've had a good week. Happy Thanksgiving to our American friends. Yes, hope you're having a good day if you're stateside and you're celebrating American Thanksgiving today. Universal Controller's had an update, by the way. So get the latest version, mainly bug fixes from Saturday. Are you sitting on my new top? Here's a message from our sponsor, JL Plays Games.
No Thanksgiving, but Hello from the Netherlands.
Hello from the Netherlands. Well, have you a good time in the Netherlands? It's all flat there. Barely an incline. No crime in the Netherlands, because you can just see for miles. Thank you for the 100 bits, JR. I hope you're doing well and having a lovely time in the Netherlands. I've got a dog here, as you can see. He's decided to sit on my lap, so I can't show you all of the things that I meant to show you. So first of all, yes, Unicom, new build 0.8.1. Make sure you've got the latest, fixes some bugs that came up on Saturday. Right, get down, Dexter. Lots of things to tell you. Let me go to large cam just a minute. First of all, I've remapped all my Stream Deck, so in theory, it makes things a bit easier to find things, but in the short term, forgive me if I'm still working out where things are. I got a new hoodie today. Which side is it? That side. Yeah, the Sonic and Knuckles hoodie. Finally got some back in stock, and you check out the back as well. Oh, yeah. How cool is that? Am I a bit quiet, am I? Oh, Dexter, no, don't do that. Let's boost mic just a smidge. Can I just suggest I'm not changing it again. Right, showing you my new hoodie. That's exciting. The next exciting thing is that I've got an actual green screen now, rather than just a curtain stapled to the wall. If you'll indulge me just a moment, if I can remember how to do this, flush cam filters. Right, if I kill the green screen, whoa, it's an actual green screen. It looks exactly the same as before, but it's one of these retractable ones, so you can see my new office bill, which is another curtain because my wardrobe is behind there. But yeah, I got an actual green screen. Problem with it is I have to have it quite close to the back of the chair, and I know I like to sort of rock around quite a lot when I stream, so so it's it takes some getting used to, but it will also force me to sit still. Let me put the room code back up. Sorry. Game of cam. What we want. There we go. So behind behind the purple curtain is part of my wardrobe and the door out of the room. Story behind this, all these changes, is that obviously, as you know, my house purchase sale fell through when my buyer pulled out. And Anya and I had sort of built up to the idea. I don't know if I told you Anya moved in, but Anya lives here now. Because we'd built up to the idea of moving. When we then didn't move, it's like, oh, this is sad. So this room that I'm in now would become a bit of a dumping ground, and so we thought, well, we can't, if we're going to be here for a little while. We didn't mind if we were going to be moving imminently, but since we decided we're now going to be here for at least a little while longer, we thought we needed to make it livable. So the dumping ground has become my office. The dumping ground has moved to what was the bedroom and has now been sorted out and is now a kind of living room. And my old office is now the bedroom. So we had a Sunday afternoon hauling furniture around. And still getting it a bit set up, but it's much cozier and much more livable, which is great. So that's very exciting. And I got my new hoodie as well. Remapped my Stream Decks. Live for the game night dumping ground, absolutely. There was something else I needed to tell you, and I can't remember what it was. It'll come back to me. So yeah, it's a bit all changed at Casa Shea Flush at the moment, but for the better, I hope. Is it too soon to have the Christmas tree? Yes, I've decided it is. I can't remember how to turn it off now. How do I turn the Christmas tree off? Do I just have to keep clicking it? Click and hold? Oh god. I think I've broken it. I've broken it completely. Oh no, that's not good. Right, you come and join while I sort out my light settings. Does that stop the co-routine? Ah! No, that's horrible. How do you turn this thing off? Oh god, it's gone. It's gone. Yeah, it's just going to start spinning. It's going to turn into an episode of Doctor Who. Those are the main things I want to go through. New hoodie, new office, green screen, new Stream Deck layouts. Bear with me. Flashed my BIOS as well the other day because I was getting some weird, no longer blue screens of death, black screens of death. So I was suggested flashing my BIOS would help, and it has updated the BIOS. So hopefully nothing will break tonight as a result of that. Questions, quiz, that's what we're here for. This Thanksgiving Day. We have got Data Leakers written by Oni, first of all. Thank you to him and to Cola for proofing. Coming up a bit later on, we have got the Escape Artist as written by Fluffy and proofed by Stimson, sorry. Data Leak written by Oni, proofed by Stimson. Later on, Escape Artist written by Fluffy, proofed by Cola. There we go. So we'll get my writers to proof as well. Thank you very much to all four of you for contributing. And then we'll wrap up the night with some more DEFCON, because I've changed the rules again, and I'm hoping the balance is about right on the third time out. Written some new questions for it, and all will be well. I'm sure there was something else I needed to tell you, but I honestly can't remember what it is. But we might be a bit quieter tonight. It does look like we're a little bit quieter, but American Thanksgiving is likely all our transatlantic cousins are possibly off, or a lot of our transatlantic cousins are off with family, so that's the end of the loop, so I think that's a suitable time to lock the lobby and get on with the game. It's Data Leak. It's been written by Oni. Let's play. Unicon, did I say Unicon's been updated? Yes, I did. Thanks to G. Eisens for the Mac version, as ever. So, solve the puzzles as quickly as you can. We'll reveal the clues every 10 seconds. The fewer clues you need, the more points you win. Get the answer wrong, you'll be frozen out for 8 seconds. Some puzzles require exact spelling, but I think you all know the rules of the game by now. So, we should play in round 1. Which is 5 degrees. In this round, you'll be presented with a category and 5 longer clues, all describing the same person, place, or object. The faster you solve it, the more points you win. Nice and simple, really. If you think you've got half an inkling, it's worth a guess, because it might be right. Good luck to you all. Have fun. And our first puzzle, we are looking for a film. For 5, in 1998, the AFI named this the greatest American film of the last 100 years. For 4, it originally flopped but subsequently gained prestige following reviews from French critics in the 1950s. For 3, the only Oscar-winning film written by Orson Welles, it won Best Original Screenplay in 1941. 2 points, it begins with a man holding a snow globe who says the name Rosebud. And for a single point, a joke in The Simpsons incorrectly implies that there was a cane in this film. Citizen Kane was nominated for Best Picture, but How Green Was My Valley won instead. It was his sled, by the way. I've just saved you 3 uneventful hours. Citizen Kane was the answer. Well done if you got that. Let's train the puzzle. Evening, Proogs. Welcome to the show. I haven't said hello to everyone, have I? I'll do that at the end of this round so we could get a bit of momentum going. And welcome to the game, Maxio, as well. I'll say hello to everyone in a bit. For now, let's move on to puzzle number 2. We're looking for person. For 5. One of his first TV roles was in the early 80s, advertising beer as Count Ivan Skavinsky-Skavar. Before age 17, he was in prison for 3 months for stealing a credit card. Yes, I thought a couple of people might get it from this. For 3, he drove a London cab across America for a documentary in 2008. For 2, he starred alongside Hugh Laurie in several comedy series throughout the 80s and early 90s. And for a single point, this comedian hosted QI between 2003 and 2015, and Jeopardy in the UK and Australia. Yes, national treasure, Stephen Fry, Sir Stephen Fry, and most of us managing to pick up some points there. Yes, Jeopardy UK, I think, ran for 2 series, this is. Has the second series aired? I think so. I think Australia only had 1, but I might be wrong. Which would be odd considering I worked on both of them. Anyway, well done if you got Stephen Fry. Let's drain that puzzle and play on to puzzle number 3. Answer in digits because we're looking for a number. For 5. Number of UNESCO World Heritage Sites in Spain. If anyone gets it from that, you'll be doing well. For 4, the smallest number that can be written as the sum of two squares in two distinct ways. What a lovely clue. Oh, very well done, Sam, cracking it for 4 points there. For 3 now, the lowest shirt number a lineman can wear in the NFL. The lowest shirt number a lineman can wear in the NFL. For 2, features in the stage name of Curtis Jackson III. And for 1, repeated twice in a Who Wants to Be a Millionaire Lifeline. '50 is the answer. Yeah, 50 UNESCO World Heritage Sites in Spain. Yes, and the smallest number that can be written as the sum of two squares in two distinct ways. So 1 and 49 and 25 and 25, all of which are square numbers. Apparently, the lineman being the offensive or defensive players in the line formed at the start of play. That's what the lineman is, rather than a linesman, which is what you used to get at Wimbledon. Or that was a line umpire, I think, is a full name. So I'm really welcome to the stream. And Curtis Jackson III is 50 Cent. Let's drain that puzzle. Line judge, thank you. Yes, that's the one I was after. We go on. Puzzle number 4, we're looking for a song. For 5, despite the whole group being listed as the artist, only one member wrote and performed this 1984 hit. We're looking for a song, gang. Lots of people guessing artists. For 4, the music video was filmed in a chalet in the Saaz Valley, Switzerland. That's software as a service valley. For 3, it first topped the UK charts 36 years after its original release. For 2, the only song to be UK Christmas #1 for 2 consecutive years. And for a single point, the online phenomenon of Whamageddon involves trying to avoid listening to this Christmas song. It's covered. Last Christmas. Yeah, a few people misreading that first clue because we had Jackson 5, ABBA, Nina, the Beatles as opening guesses. But yeah, Last Christmas. UK Christmas #1 in 2023 and 2024. And a remark from Only Here, it'll be 3 this year, let's be honest. I mean, I kind of don't mind it being a Christmas song. It's #1, Christmas #1. It stopped Lad Baby doing it for year after year after year. So, yes, it was filmed in a chalet in the software as a service valley. I'm assuming that's what the SAS Valley, SaaS Valley is. And yes, it was entirely written and performed by George Michael. Let's drain that puzzle. One more before we end the round, and I'll actually say hello to you all personally. We're looking for, in puzzle number 5, a company. For 5, founded in Japan in 1937. Well done, Shadowmane, cracking it for 5. Before, a city in Japan was named after the company. For 3, its logo consists of 3 ovals. For 2, their luxury brand is called Lexus. I did not know this. I thought that was a different make, a different manufacturer. And for a single point, their cars include the Corolla, the Prius, and the GT86. GT86, possibly. That is the Toyota Corolla, Prius, GT86. Toyota. I can't think of any other Toyota cars at this point. But Toyota City was previously called Coromo until 1950. Very well done. If you got some points. A Celica, that's a Toyota, isn't it? Let's drain the puzzle and we'll check out the points at the end of round 1. Sam has an early lead with 17. Clive and Toot tied up in second with 15. And AB, Me, Cola and Shapes all in third with 14 points. Let me say hello to all because I didn't do that, which is frightfully rude of me because I had so many things I needed to say. Good evening to Shapes and Lewis, Matt and JR, SJ Natter, Matt the Ref, AB, Me, Toot Lupine, Fluffy Bunny Flyboy, Oni Pyro, Nando, Not a Cat, Vegan Claps and Gamer, Shadowmane Cola, Samster, Silver Electron, Clive, Moon Raider, Apodo Nuevo, Scorecamp Proogs, Maxio, Luladoo, and anyone else who's lurking, loitering, and lingering in the chat. You're most welcome to be here. Thank you for joining me this game night. Let us continue to round number 2, which is All a Blur. Yes, it's all a blur, and in this round you are going to be presented with a category and a blurred picture, which will gradually come into sharper focus. The faster you solve it, the more points you win. You will also get a cryptic clue at the 2-point mark. So nothing will be shown on your devices, it will all be shown on the broadcast graphics. So do keep an eye on there, and apologies if you have a little bit of latency. 1 second, I just need to text Anya back. And yes, we'll still be streaming. Sorry, gang. Right, I'm back with you. It's all a blur. Puzzle number 1. We are looking for... Yes, basically that, Lewis. We're looking for a brand for 5. Quite a few 5s coming in here for 4. I have 3. And for 2, Terry Crews makes you buy the deodorant that if your grandfather hadn't worn, you wouldn't exist. And for a single point, and you make out what's written on that bottle. I said odor blocker is what it said. Old Spice. Oh, stop spamming caps. Oh, Shadowmane, Nightbot's giving you a telling off. How embarrassing. Yeah, the power. Wonder if you've got some points there. Let's drain the puzzle. That's Terry Crews advertising Old Spice. I'm on a quiz. Power! Moving on. Puzzle number 2. We're looking for a city. Hello, dog. For 5. Hello. Hello, dog. Well done, Silver Electron. Picking up 5 there for 4 now. Cracking it now for 3. Have you just farted? Oh, such a smelly dog. For 2, good luck trying to Space Needle where this is. And for a single point. Seattle, famous for its Space Needle, which we can see there on the right-hand side of the frame. Very well done if you got some points there. Let's drain the puzzle. Is the balance better, JR? I turned the mic pickup settings up just slightly. Conrad, welcome to the game and welcome to the stream. Lovely to have you here. Right, you're getting down. Good boy. Right, back behind the green screen. Off you go. On we go. Puzzle number 3. We're looking for a musicale for 5. Bloody hell, if anyone gets it from that, you're doing well. For 4, you might get it from that. But I do know what I'm looking for, granted. There we go, well done, Shapes. Now for 3. Couple more getting it now for 2. The Roald Dahl musical where the children are revolting. And for a single point. That is Matilda, or Matilda the Musical, as written by Tim Minchin. Yes, well done if you got that. I did set the piano up when I rearranged the office, but the green screen is too wide to have both. I can just about get them there, but not in an easy way that I can access. So if we ever have a music quiz live, it'll be under here. But otherwise, I would have been playing this probably. But alas, it's not to be. I'm so sorry. I know you're all disappointed. Well done if you got Matilda. Let's trade that puzzle. The dog is making noises. And we'll play on. We're looking for puzzle number... We're looking at... Conradlak, welcome in. We're looking at puzzle number 4, and we're looking for an award. For 5. We are revolting children living in revolting times. We sing revolting songs using revolting rhymes, etc. For 4. For 3. For 2. No, it's not that Drinks Flask brand that got really popular online last year. For 1. That's the Stanley Cup, which is vast, it turns out. And that clue is relating to how the Stanley Cup drinks receptacle got quite popular online last year. Basically, America discovers how a thermos works. Yeah, no, not the flasks. Well, then, if you got that one, let's drain the puzzle. One more in the blur round. Let's see, once we've drained that puzzle out, what you make of this. Puzzle number 5, we're looking for a famous person for 5. And for 4. And Sam. For 3 now. For 2, this actor only speaks in caps lock because Gordon's alive! And for a single point. Say we see now. Who is it? It's Brian Blessed! Although, unfortunately, only for that clue, that mesh always forces it to caps lock anyway. So that clue was always going to be caps lock. But yes, loud Yorkshire sounds. That's a Brian Blessed! He's Grandpa. Is he Grandpa Rabbit in Peppa Pig? I can believe that would be a gig he'd do. Let's drain that puzzle and check out the scores at the end of round 2. We've now got a clear top 3. Shapes in third with 32. Toots in second with 33. But way out in front with 36 at the moment, it is Sam. Keep pressing and guessing, though. There's still a lot of points up for grabs. I remember the thing I was going to tell you. My PC now sits on my desk, so my desk can now go up and down without pulling the cables out of the back of the PC, so at some point I might actually stand up, and I think the green screen is just about high enough to accommodate it as well, so that's an exciting addition. Let's play on round 3. Round 3 is any other name, and in this round you will be presented with 5 clues and no category. All of the clues will be different descriptions of the same word or phrase, of a word or words. Let's take a look at my answers. All of them are single word answers, apart from one of them, which has an alt with 2 words. That will be revealed a bit later on. Tiggo, welcome to the stream. Lovely to have you here. Just solve the clues as quickly as you can. The faster you do it, the more points you get. Let's go to our first one. For 5, hat. TVP, welcome to the game. For 4, C. Well done, ADB. For 3, belt. For 2, Russian. For 1, market. I was just about to say this is a little bit only connect to this one. There is a word that can go in front of all of them. In this case, it is black. Oh, imagine Sam not getting the only connect style puzzle. That's
What a shame.
What a shame. Yeah, so black hat hackers hack things for malicious means as opposed to white hat hackers. It was because it didn't say. No, it didn't say. But that's part of the fun of the game. A few people managed to work it out there. Black Sea is a body of water sandwiched between Ukraine and Russia. Black belts are pretty good at martial arts. Black Russian is a cocktail. It tastes like battery acid and shame. And black market. You've never been to a black market. Don't lie to me. To be fair, if I'd spotted that before like the third clue, I might actually have mentioned something. But by the time we were halfway through the puzzle, and actually, let me look down at the rest of them because I didn't prove this one, so I don't know what's coming up. Vodka, Kahlua, Coke, and regret. Yeah, that sounds horrible. Let's drain the puzzle and move on rapidly. You still got the lead, Sam, though, so don't worry. Let's go on to puzzle number 2. Take a look. TVP, welcome to the stream. For 5, an Indian measurement equal to 203 square meters. For 4, in music, a repeating phrase, particularly in the bass line. For 3, a Pokemon type. For 2, location where cricket matches are played. Some solves coming in now for 2. And for 1, the floor you enter a building on in British English. Hey, we've got a sea of green. A slightly trickier puzzle there. Yes, ground is the answer. Music, a ground bass. Famous in, of course, Pachelbel's canon, which is not a canon, but is in fact a ground bass. Also an ostinato, if you want to get all Italian about it. Ostinato is something subtly different. It doesn't necessarily, ground bass is specifically in the bass, whereas an ostinato can be a repeating pattern anywhere within the voicings. Well done, if you did get that, which is everyone, so congratulations. Let's drain the puzzle. Yeah, ostinato didn't fit with the other clues, though, unfortunately, pricks. Let's go on, puzzle number 3. For 5, a US car company that designed but never produced the E7 police car. For 4, an MP3 player by Rio, which was cheaper to buy than the hard disk inside it. For 3, a Need for Speed racing game released in the mid-2000s. For 2, a third of the primary gas responsible for climate change. For 1, chemical element number 6, C. That's carbon is what we were after there. Yeah, so the US car company, wonderfully the E7 does feature in a Need for Speed game, but it's not carbon. It's the 2010 release Hot Pursuit. Yeah, the Rio Carbon MP3 player, released in 2004, cost $249 for 5 gigabytes of space, which is mad in 2025 prices. 1/3 of the primary gas responsible for climate change, which is of course carbon dioxide, which is 1/3 carbon and 2/3 oxygen. Bad luck to those of you who did put oxygen, or indeed CO2. Carbon dioxide did not fit with the other clues, and also carbon dioxide is the whole thing. Carbon is just 1/3. Let's drain that puzzle and press on to puzzle number 4. 5. The trick-taking card game. For 4, chess opening, E4, E5, QF3. For 3, a pastry, also called a vanilla slice or millefeuille. 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 I used to be able to pronounce that. For 2, a pig in Animal Farm. There's only 3 to choose from. And for 1, Monsieur Bonaparte. Monsieur. Is it millefeuille? It is millefeuille. Did I not say that? Did I say foie? Napoleon is the answer. Yeah, 3 principally 3 pigs in Animal Farm. There's more, but 3 named pigs: Napoleon, Snowball, and Squealer, I think, is the sort of minor pig. The chess opening is named after Napoleon, who loved chess but was a bit crap at it. White, that's Napoleon, goes for the fool's mate, but black can easily see through it and expose white's queen early. And Napoleon's also a trick-taking card game, also sometimes called NAP. N-A-P, apparently. Well done if you did manage to get that one. Let's drain the puzzle. One more in this round. Any other name? Puzzle 5. For 5. DC Comics supervillain Micah Flint. For 4, a sugary confection. Well done, Proogs. For 3, a diamond. For 2, Alcatraz prison. For 1, WWE wrestler Dwayne Johnson, wannabe Oscar winner. That's The Rock, or Rock indeed. That was the one with the, we would have accepted the article in front of it. Alcatraz Prison, of course, is nicknamed The Rock. Rock is the stuff you get on Blackpool Pleasure Beach, which is disgusting, and you're not supposed to chew it, you just suck it, and then it... I'm going to stop before I say do any accidental double entendre. I was going to say you suck it and it gets smaller, but that's not a... That's no.
Shame.
Let's drain that puzzle and move on. We've got 3 clear top... We've got a clear top 3, I should say. Shape boy. Shapes is in third with 39. Toot is in second with 42. Sam still has the lead with 45, though it's a very close run thing with Ralph on 38 and AB Me on 37. A little bit of Blackpool Rock. Goodness me. I don't know what's happening. I'm Jerry Harris, welcome to the stream. But let's play on. Round 4. Round 4 is the clue chain, and in this round you're going to be presented with a category and a single word or phrase that will gradually have more letters added to it. Faster you solve it, the more points you win, and in this round spelling must be exact. You can still attempt it as many times as you like, frozen out for 8 seconds after each unsuccessful attempt, but your spelling must be exact, so do use those crossword clues to help you out. 1 or 2 of these have got some additional non-alphanumeric characters in them. The algorithm should handle them. I think it displays them from the beginning. It should do. Simpsons Angle asked me that question when proofing it. I forgot to check. I'm fairly sure the algorithm is solid. I think you have to include them, though, in your answer. So if in doubt, include any punctuation that's given. So this is the clue chain. We're looking for, first of 5 puzzles, we're looking for a fast food item for 5. For 1. That is the Kentucky Mayo Twister Wrap, which you get from KFC. What makes a Mayo Kentucky? Black pepper. Apparently, lots of black pepper. I wouldn't know. The only thing I've ever ordered from KFC is a boneless banquet for 1, because I don't believe in salad. But very well done. If you did manage to get the Kentucky Mayo Twister Wrap, let's drain that puzzle. And move on to puzzle number 2, where we're looking for a video game for 5. There you go. There's some punctuation. 4. getting this one. For 3. For 2. And for a single point. I was wondering who's going to put raging as that last word. At least 4 players did. It's Big Rigs Over the Road Racing. Congratulations, your winner. If you've not heard of this game, it's become sort of, it's like The Room. Tommy Wiseau's The Room of video games. It's so bad as to the point of being unplayable. There were no collision on the other vehicles. And here's a message from our sponsor TVP to tell us all the more about it.
The game where you can outrun the black hole beyond the event horizon by reversing.
Absolutely, yes. The reverse setting, if you went backwards in it, if you went in reverse, there was no speed cap. So you could literally go beyond the black hole event horizon. Message from our sponsor JR.
Your winner.
Your winner. And yes, at the end it said congratulations, your winner. Which is almost grammatically correct, but just feels so wrong. But yeah, Big Rigs Over the Road Racing. Well done if you got that. Let's train that puzzle. Kicking off a hype train as well there while we're at it. Some raid messages I need to have a look through in a minute. Don't forget you can suggest your raid message right there. As we move on to number 3, where we're looking for a character in a book. For 5. That is also a video game meme, Grooves. For 4. For 3. For 2. RNG's being a bit charitable here. Got to give you one more letter on the next one. That's Amy Dorrit in Little Dorrit by Charles Dickens, of course. Very well done if you got that. Let's train that puzzle. Not much more to say about that one. I've got a copy of it on my shelf, but I've never read it. On to our next one. Some more punctuation coming up. For puzzle number 4, we're looking for a wrestling pay-per-view for 5. Well done, Sam, JR, Jerry, all getting this for 5. For 4 now. That is a full stop, yes. Well, it's probably technically something different, but you use the full stop character for it. For 3. What was to test whether you need to put the full stop or not. I can't remember without looking at the code. For 2 now. Spelling's got to be exact. There's some very close approximations coming in, but just missing a couple of letters. For 1 now. It's St. Valentine's Day Massacre. Can you remind me, someone, on the Unicon, do you get crossword clues? So would that have said 2, 10, 3, 7 or something? 8 even. Because it obviously it doesn't on broadcast and it doesn't on the operator. Oh, you do need punctuation. Okay. Yeah, St. Valentine's Day Massacre. It aired in the WWE and then the WWF in 1999. Take a shot at what day it aired on, champ. You don't get crossword clues. We'll keep an eye out on this final puzzle as we drain that one and go to puzzle number 5. We're looking for a capital city for 5. Oh, there's no punctuation. For 4. Oh, you do? 11 seconds. Good. Good. I thought you did. I couldn't remember. For 3. For 2. and you spell it. And for a single point. Tallahassee, Florida is the answer. We didn't say a country's capital city. Tallahassee is, of course, the state capital of Florida. Well done if you got that. Let's drain the puzzle. And after the penultimate round, we've got a change at the top. Toot now in third with 53. Ralph moves to second with 55. Sam has still got the lead with 60. Shape, so not far behind, just a point behind Toot on 52 with 1 round to go. Let's go to our final round, round 5. Which is the content filter. You're going to be presented with a category and 5 shorter clues, all of which will be contained within or connected to the answer. The faster you solve it, the more points you win. It's as simple as that. So, for all the marbles, as it were, or the gold, silver and bronze medal, let's take a look at our first puzzle in the content filter, which is a band by song titles for 5. Face It Alone. For 4, Princes of the Universe. For 3, 7 Seas of Rye. For 2, Bicycle Race. And for a single point, Bohemian Rhapsody. That is, of course, Queen. Clive, apologies if you're having connection troubles. I think this is one of those games where if you don't get the payload at the beginning of the question, you don't get it at all, I think. I might be wrong. But apologies if you're having some connection trouble there. Yeah, Face It Alone, recorded in 1988, but not released until 2022. Princes of the Universe came from A Kind of Magic in 1986. 7 Seas of Rye was on Queen 2 in 1974. Bicycle Race on Jazz in 1978. And, of course, Bohemian Rhapsody was released on A Night at the Opera in 1975. Well done, let's drain that puzzle and go on to the next one. 4 characters required, all of them numbers, because in this one we are looking for a year. 5, first documented use of the phrase NFT. For 4, La La Land mistakenly announced as Best Picture Oscar winner. For 3, Nintendo Switch released. For 2, Ed Sheeran's The Shape of You becomes Billboard #1 for 12 weeks. And for a single point, the most recent prime-numbered year. 2017 was the answer. Yeah, Sheeran's first US #1 was Shape of You. That was when he had something like 11 songs in the top 20 or something ridiculous, certainly in the UK. Yeah, NFT, non-fungible token, was first documented in 2017 according to the Merriam-Webster Dictionary. Very well done. If you got some points there, let's drain the puzzle and go on to our next. We're looking for a country, and apologies in advance for my pronunciation. For 5, Pannonhalma. For 4, Sikeshverhøyvær. Sorry, Sikeshverhøyvær. For 3, Gjør. For 2, Debrecen. Thanks, Odie. And for 1, Budapest. They're all in Hungary. Nailed them. I have got Oni to thank for that. He's been very kind and given me some phonetics. Even one of the phonetics, I still managed to butcher. Siekesverher for clue number for 4 points. And Panon Helmer. I get it okay, but yes, I was very, very much reliant on the phonetics there. Hungary was the answer. Well done if you got that. Let's train the puzzle. Sam with a very nice 69 and Ralph with an even nicer 67. Oh, what larks. Right, and Toot with 65 in third place. Let's go on to the penultimate puzzle of the quiz. We're looking for a TV series by episodes. For 5, I Roommate. Pressure on Sam here from Ralph and Toot. For 4, the 30% Iron Chef. For 3, Space Pilot 3000. For 2, Teenage Mutant Leela's Hurdles. And for a single point, Benderama. Futurama is the answer. I Roommate, presumably a play on I, Robot, the Isaac Asimov collection of short stories. And 30% Iron Chef, named so because of Bender's 30% iron. So let's drain that puzzle. A little bit of pressure coming on to Sam here. He's still got the lead, but only by a point. Ralph just 1 behind and Toot just 2 behind that. It is all going to come down to these 3. Shapes possibly in contention for a bronze. Well, let's see what happens as we go to puzzle number 5. We're looking for a book by chapters for 5. An explosion. Good progress. And Poppy90, first time chatter, welcome to the stream and welcome to the game. For 3, the egg sack. Jogging's the first in. Jerry's not far behind. For 2 now, Wilbur. Boots there, Sam's there, secures the gold. Can Ralph lock up a clear silver? Yes, he can. And for a single point, Charlotte. Those are all chapters from Charlotte's Web. Very well done. If you managed to crack that one. And Poppy, you just joined on the very last puzzle of the game. But we've got another game coming up in about 5 minutes' time. So please do stick around and come and join us for even more quiz. And so we come to the end of the quiz. We drain that puzzle and we check out the final scores. It was a very close run thing, but I think Sam was running away for a lot of it. And I think he's had the lead throughout. But say Ralph and Toot really adding some pressure to him at the end there, but he's just managed to sneak a victory, and we finished with Toot getting the bronze on 72, Ralph getting the silver on 74, but your gold medalist for Data League tonight with 75 is Sam. And penny should have been applied. It should be telling you how many you've got on your devices, and they've all been updated on the bank if you wanted to check them. Well, that was a huge amount of fun. Lovely way to start the stream. It's not even 9 o'clock. That might be the first time that's ever happened. We didn't have a warm-up, granted. So, Oni, very many thanks for that. A lovely question pack of data leak there. And thank you very much to Stimson as well for taking the time to proof it. We're going to take a little break at this point. So take this opportunity to stretch your legs, go refill your glasses, get some more snacks, nip to the loo if you need to. And when we return, we will be playing Quiz Prison, aka The Escape Artist. We've got questions written by Fluffy, proofed by Cola. I do hope you will come back and join us for even more quiz this game night. Coming up a bit later on as well, we've got all new DEFCON with questions by me, hoping that I've got the balance and of the game mechanics and indeed the question count right. We'll find out in a little while, but yes, please do stick around for that. More game night coming up very soon. Thank you once again to our writing and proofing team, and congratulations to Sam, our Data League champion. and I'll put some penny bonuses into the chat in just a moment for you to claim, and even more quiz coming up back in about 5 minutes time, where we'll have The Escape Artist as written by Fluffy Bunny. I do hope you'll come back and join us for even more fun this game night. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the second part of this evening's game night, where it's time for the Escape Artist. NKTZ is the code you will need if you want to come and play. There's the room code, there's the unicorn. 0.8.1 is the latest version. Bug fixes following Saturday's update. Do a quick bit of continuity while we're here. But before that, here's a message from our sponsor, Puzzle Dan.
What is this, a mid-game night sub-alert message from Puzzledon? I think it time for some quiz prison Ben.
Thank you very much for the 55 months there, Puzzledon, which is apparently your new name, according to Emily. Very grateful to you. And yes, it is time for some quiz prison, aka the Escape Artist. Go join with the Universal Controller right there. Room for 39 players in this game. Yes, come and join us if you want to take part. There is a late entry option on this game, but you're better off joining at the beginning to maximise your chances of getting through. Now, the biggest bit of continuity, of course, those of you who perhaps aren't in Ash's server may not have heard. I think the majority of us probably have. Ash received some unfortunate news recently in that he is having to find a new home. Having been evicted from his property. I hope he doesn't mind me saying it here. The only reason I mention it is because obviously we were scheduled to be starting Quizmas next Thursday. And obviously at the moment his priority is concentrating on making sure that he's got somewhere to live. So he's put his streams onto hiatus. We're hoping he's going to be back when things settle down for him, and we do of course send him all our love and best wishes and hope that everything works out for him. Where that leaves us in terms of Quizmas, obviously I know some people have already submitted Quizmas packs on Ash's side. They certainly have on my side of things, but it obviously means Quizmas is not going to be a joint venture this year, with Ash taking a step back for at least the next couple of months or so. So I am still deciding what I want to do regarding Quizmas. Obviously, I've published a schedule with Quizmas games, so they'll probably. My feeling is at the moment that I will probably still run it in some way, but I need to figure out exactly how I'm going to work the advent calendar, because obviously there's only going to be half the doors are going to be relevant. So. I'm going to have a little think about that, but as far as because I'm still going to have the Christmas tree up, I'm still going to style them as Quizmas games. I'm not going to pre-announce what the games are, and I'm still going to honour the Quizmas prizes as well. Yeah, it's just going to be just going to be me as Ash sorts some stuff out in IRL. So we send him all our love and best wishes, and we hope to see him back on the internet again very soon. Ash, if you are out there, mate. Anything you need, you just give us a shout. It basically means it's sort of me for quiz for a little while at least. Well, I'm not the only person doing quiz on Twitch, that's for sure. But certainly in the communities that we sort of circle, it's mainly me when it comes to continuity. So just to let you know, this coming Saturday we've got Plinko by John. We've got Distinction by Stimpson's Angle, and then we've got a Frankenpack of Money Box to look forward to. So do come along on Saturday for that. Next Thursday is officially the start of... Well, technically next Wednesday was to be the official start of Quizmas, but I guess it's now going to be next Thursday as the official start of Quizmas. We've got Bamboozle by Samster. We've got our first Quizmas game, which I'm not going to say anything about, not about the game nor the author. And we've got the return, he says with trepidation, of Google That. Only submitted the pack to me today. It looks very good, having had a quick glance at it. One thing that does have a question mark over it at the moment, though, is whether or not the software is going to be finished, because I sort of developed a new game in the shape of DEFCON in the interim, and I really need to go back and look at Google That before next Thursday. I will just throw it out there now. There is a non-zero chance that Google That might slip. We have got another game scheduled on the 20th of December. It just entirely depends how much time I can find over the next 168 hours, because it will be airing basically this time next Thursday. And there were quite a lot of things that came out of the first playthrough a few weeks back. It's already slipped once, but I'll try and find some time to do that. That's next Thursday, the start of the Quizmas season. Very exciting. Right, I've got 27 of you in so far, so I'm going to give you another 30 seconds, and then we're going to lock this lobby and get on with the game. Silent Marine, Puzzle Dan, BC, Woolly back, welcome all of you to the stream. And, yes, soon we will enter Quiz Prison. While we're waiting for that countdown to finish, I'm just going to do a quick lottery draw for Natter. Veal success, award random. 889 pennies. You can't emulate the luck you had the other night, Natter. With what was it? You get 10? Was it you got 10,000 the other night? It was quite substantial, wasn't it? Not a cat. Also claiming a lottery. Let's award random veal success. 587.
What a shame.
What a shame indeed. Well, there we go. Right, more lottery draws later on, and of course we've got Thunderball coming up towards the end of the stream, and DEFCON before that, so I do hope you'll join me for all the rest of the quiz. But right here and now, it is time for us to enter Quiz Prison, aka The Escape Artist, with a pack written by Fluffy and proof by Cola. Let's lock you in. And there you all are. Proves, Riff, Tiggo, Shapes, Woollyback Ben, Jogging, AB Meat, Ralph, Puzzle Dan, Matt, Apodo, Sam, Moonraider, Matt, JR, Clive, Nebula, Poppy, Jerry, Comradlac, Toot, Pyro, Flyboy, Marsini, Natter, and Oni. All our inmates are assembled. Let's see who can escape as we go to round number 1. Round 1 is Initiate. Answer 5 of the 10 questions in order to escape. The harder the question, the more points it is worth. You cannot... There should be an addition to this. It's coming soon. You cannot answer more than 5 questions correctly. Once you've got 5 correct answers, you won't be able to answer any more. Theoretically, you can answer up to 8 questions in this opening round because you have 3 lives. But if you answer correctly, you lose 1 of your lives. Lose all 3 lives or fail to answer 5 questions before the end of the round, and you're eliminated. No penalties for abstention. And at the end of the round, a bonus point will be awarded for each remaining life. Simple as that. So you decide which questions you're going to ask. The harder the question, the more points it is worth. And the order they're going to be asked in 62514, 893710. I think we may have a few early escapes here. We've got certainly an easier first half there. 2, 5, 1 and 4 all in the first half. Just 3 offering some respite in the second half there. So there could be a lot of escapes on question 8. 10th question being the 10 pointers, so we've got the hardest question at the end. So if you're new to this game or you haven't played for a while, remember the harder the question, the more points it's worth. So if you're banking on waiting for that 10th question for 10 points to be your 5th one to get you out, bear in mind it will be the toughest question of the lot. So it's very much up to you how you play this game. I think if we're all ready, this first question, which is worth 6 points if you want to play it. Remember, you don't have to play. You can abstain and wait for either easier or indeed harder questions. Good luck. Question number 1 is worth 6 points. Take a look at this. Cinnabar is a bright red mineral that is the most common source of ore of which element? 16 attempted, 11 players abstained there. The correct answer is mercury. That was your clue in that it's bright red, also called cinnabrite or mercure blend. It's the bright scarlet to brick red form of mercury sulfide. Wrong answers: iron, copper, ruby, phosphorus, iron, copper, lead. So all valid answers, perfectly good guesses, but unfortunately not the ones. Sam, Jerry, Lupine, Conradalac, Natter, TVP, Shapes, Prugs, AB Media, and Riff. You're all about to lose a life. Everyone else, well done. You got 6 points. Let's light you back up. Cinnabar's a place you go for drinks. Very good. On we go. Question number 2. This is worth 2 points. If you want to play it, take a look. Mr. Bean, Johnny English, and Edmund Blackadder are all characters played by which British actor? .24 attempting, just 3 sitting that one out. The correct answer was Rowan Atkinson, national treasure as he is. That's phonetically plausible. Puzzle Dan, you can have that. Well done, everyone who attempted getting it right. 2 points. Let's let you back up. Question number 3. This is worth 5 points if you want to have a go at this. Let's take a look at the question. Robert Allen Zimmerman is the original name of which musician and Nobel laureate? .18 attempting, 9 sitting this one out. There aren't many musicians who've received the Nobel Prize. The correct answer is Bob Dylan, awarded the 2016 Nobel Prize in Literature, which was awarded to the American singer-songwriter for having created new poetic expressions within the great American song tradition. A couple of players going for Hans Zimmer, one going for Hans Zimmerman. Bob Marley, right Bob, but wrong surname. I'm afraid we can't accept. So Lupine, Matt, Natter, and Puzzle Dan, you're about to lose a life. Everyone else, well done. 5 points. Let's lay back up. On to question number 4. In theory, the easiest one of the lot. It's worth a single point if you want to play it. Lupine and Natter, you're on your last life, so tread carefully. Take a look at question number 4. It's worth 1 point. Duracell and Energizer are common brands of what sources of electric power? Seven players sitting this one out, maybe waiting for harder questions later on. 20 having a go, and 20 all giving me the correct answer, which was batteries. Batteries, or cells, indeed, would also have been accepted. Very well done. 1 point. Let's light you back up. Flyboy, you're 1 away. Any one of the remaining 6 questions, you will escape. Lupine and Natter still on your last life as we go to the 5th question. This is worth 4 points if you want to have a go. Take a look. What series of turn-based strategy video games, first released in 1991, was initially developed by Sid Meier, whose name is usually included in the formal title of these games? Just 3 players sitting this one out for 4 points. The correct answer was Civilization. 7 games in the main Civilization series, and some excellent music, most recently written by Christopher Tin, Sonia De Valade in Civ 5, I think, and Baba Yaga, which I think was Civ 4. Great music, worth listening to. Just a 1 wrong answer there from Conradalak, going for The Sims. Unfortunately, I can't condone that. Flyboy becomes the first player to escape, and your points will be set on your door. Very well played. Let's light you up. Light you back up. Is it light you back up or light you up? Let's light you back up, isn't it? So Flyboy becomes the first player to escape with 18 points. Quite a few players 1 away now. Jerry, Apodo, 2, ABME, Moonraider, BC, Matt, Sprat, Riff Raccoon, and Woollyback. Lupine, Conradalak, and Natter on your last life, which is why your door is red. Tread carefully. Question number 6 is worth 8 points if you want to have a go. Good luck. Here's the question. What car made by Renault takes its name from the Greek muse of history? $15 having a go at this 8-point question, and the correct answer was the Clio. There is one answer from Apodo Nuevo which is phonetically plausible. It's a short word, so it didn't get through the spell checker, but Clio with an E is perfectly acceptable because I can see what you're getting at. Other wrong answers, the Megane and the Zoe, both of those incorrect. Fun fact, the vicar at the church I play at has a Renault Zoe, but the electric version. Just on a sidebar there. Yes, Clio's one of the 9 muses of history. It is not known if she uttered the words Papa. I'm assuming if you know a little bit about the Greek muses, you might know what that means. 2, ABME, BC, Matt the Sprat, congratulations, you have escaped. Let's light you back up. And Apodo also escaping after being condoned. I really should refresh the log if I condone players. Sam, Jerry, Lupine Shapes, Moonraider, JR, Clive, Jogging, Oni, Riff, and Woollyback, you are 1 away. Conradalak, your door has now gone orange because it means you require all of the remaining questions in order to escape. You're also on your last life, Conradalak, along with Lupine, Natter, and TVP. As we go to question number 7, this is worth 9 points, the second hardest question in theory. Let's see what you make of this if you want to play. In the sport of fencing, in which discipline that shares a name with one of the 3 swords is the whole body a valid target? If you know your fencing, you've got it down to a choice of 3, and I can tell you all the answers that have come in are one of the 3 swords. From the 9 players who attempted it, the answer we wanted was the épée, the largest and heaviest of the 3 weapons used in fencing. It's a thrusting weapon. The wrong answers that came in, 2 players going for sabre and 1 going for foil, which are the other 2 swords, but the whole body is not a target in there. They are, the sabre's a slashing weapon where valid target is above the waist, and the foil, the valid target area is the torso and groin, so we can't accept those, unfortunately. Clive, Riff, and Woollyback, very well done. You are due to escape. We will see you in round 2. No one yet has been eliminated. Let's light you back up. So, Sam, Pyro, Jerry, Lupine, Shapes, Moonraider, JR, Jogging, Oni, you're 1 away. Conradalac, Matt, and TVP, you need all 3 of the remaining questions. Lupine, Conradalac, Natter, TVP, Shapes, and JR, you are on your last life. Tread carefully. Question number 8, a little bit of a breather here as we drop down to a 3-point question, which should be a little bit easier than the previous one. Let's find out if you agree. Question number 8 for 3 points. The malleus, incus, and stapes are bones that can be found in which sensory organs? (18) attempted that. One last minute answer coming in, which was a wrong answer. The correct answer was ears. I'm not going to say what the wrong answer was. Would not be suitable for a family-friendly stream, but suffice to say, TVP, that was not the correct answer. Yes, they are the ossicles, the auditory ossicles, and they're all found in the ear. Sam, Pyro, Jerry, Lupine, Shapes, Moonraider, JR, Jogging, and Oni, congratulations, you've all escaped into round 2. TVP, you are our first casualty. Thank you very much for playing, but it's the end of the road, and it's lights out. So, with 2 questions left, we've got quite a few players have already escaped. Natter, Proogs, Vegan, Clapson Gamer, the Tigo, Puzzledan, and Poppy. You are 1 away. Either the 7-pointer or the 10-pointer correct will get you through to round 2. Conradalac and Matt, you need both of these. And Conradalac and Natter, you are on your last life. Let's take a look at question number 9. This is worth 7 points if you want to have a go. Take a look. In what calendar system is the current year AM 5786? Just 7 attempting this one. The correct answer was the Hebrew. We did also accept the Jewish calendar. AM is short for Anno Mundi, or year after creation, and is a calendar era based on biblical accounts of the creation of the world and subsequent history. Wrong answer, Aztecs, Gregorian. Gregorian is the one that we're in. Mayan, Aztec, and Georgian. All of those are incorrect. Well done to Proogs and Tigo, who found the correct answer there. Both of you are due for escape. Unfortunately, though, Conradalac and Matt the Ref, you're either out of lives or there's not enough questions left to escape. Thank you for playing, but it's the end of the road. And it's lights out. Few indeed, Proogs. And netting yourself a cool 7 points to add to your target takes you up to 17 into the next round, plus points for any lives you've got left. Right, with 1 question to go, Natter, Vegan, Clapson Gamer, Puzzledan, and Poppy, you're both 1 away and requiring all. Natter and Puzzledan academic at this point, but you're also on your last life. Question number 10 is worth 10 points. Good luck. Here it is. Which British sitcom character who saw himself as being in antiques had the middle names Albert Kitchener? Gotta give it a go. Poppy and Nebula abstaining, which means you will be eliminated as a matter of course. Natter and Puzzledan have both had an attempt. The correct answer is Harold Steptoe of Steptoe and Sons, I believe. Steptoe is an... Oh, no, even Fluffy Bunny. He was feeling generous. He would have accepted just Steptoe, but academic as it happened, because actually both of our players who attempted that went for the answer Del Boy. A valid guess, but unfortunately not the one. Thank you very much for playing, but Nat and Dan, that's the wrong answer. And Poppy and Vegan Clapson Gamer, aka Nebula, it's an abstention, and you haven't hit that total of 5. Thanks for playing, but it's the end of the road, and it's lights out. So at the end of round 1, 20 players escaped and 7 were eliminated. If you are one of those eliminated players, you can still continue in the background game. Please do so because pennies are available and it's still fun quiz. But you cannot become the escape artist tonight, but hopefully you still have a little bit of fun playing the quiz. For the 20 players who have escaped, very well done. We're going to go through to round 2. For every life that you had left, I'm going to give you an extra bonus point as we play on to round 2. Round 2 is sustain, and in this round the objective is to reach the target value in order to escape. I'll tell you what that target value is in just a moment. It is set as calculated as the highest score from round 1 plus 15. With each question now being worth 5 points, it means even the high scorer must get at least 3 questions correct. The better you did in round 1, the fewer questions you have to answer in this round in order to escape. As before, answer incorrectly and you'll lose one of your 3 lives. They've all been refreshed for you. Lose all 3 lives or fail to reach that target before the end of the round and you will be eliminated. If it becomes mathematically impossible for you to hit that target, then, for example, if you need 15 points and there are only 10 points left, you will be eliminated at that point. Oh, goodness me, excuse me. No penalties for abstention as before, but do be mindful of how many questions you require. Unlike in round 1, once you've escaped, you may continue answering to continue to boost your points. They'll be useful in round 3. However, bear in mind you can still be eliminated if you lose all of your lives. So even if you've escaped, the jeopardy is still there, so do tread carefully. At the end of the round, I will give you a bonus 2 points for each life that you have left. However, you've got to hit the target before those bonuses are applied. If the target's 48 and you finish on 47 with 3 lives, sorry, not good enough. You've got to get to that target before those bonuses are applied. So our target has been set as 46. The high scorer is Clive with 31, finishing on 28 in round 1 plus 3 lives. Takes him to 31. So Clive needs 3 questions. Everyone else needs at least 4. It's 10 questions, 50 points available in this round. The very best of luck to you all. Let's have a 5-point question, starting with this one. Plié, échappe, and jeté are all movements associated with which form of dance? All 20 attempting it, no abstentions there. The correct answer? It's ballet. All players who attempted it getting it right, very well done. Yes, they're all different movement forms, principally associated with ballet. Very well done, 5 points to you all. Let's let you back up. 9 questions left, 45 points available. On we go, question number 2 for 5 points. Na'vi is a constructed language that was originally made for which 2009 film written, directed and produced by James Cameron? Fine. Just the 1 abstention that time. The correct answer was Avatar. In the film franchise, the language is spoken by the Na'vi, a species of sapient humanoids indigenous to the extraterrestrial moon Pandora. And I believe I'm the only person on the planet who hasn't seen Avatar yet. Still not seen it, never got around to it at the time, but I'm assured it's quite good. Apparently it's Pocahontas, but in 3D. Everyone who attempted that... Okay, I'm not the only one. Good. It's good to know I'm in good company. No one getting it wrong who's in live play. Very well played. Let's let you back up. 40 points left available. Clive, you are 1 away from escaping already, which is a good position to be in. Let's move on to question number 3. Also providing the nickname of that nation's cricket team, the King Protea is the national flower of which Southern Hemisphere country? Just 11 attempting that question, a little bit harder. The correct answer was South Africa. Wrong answers include New Zealand, Thailand, and the West Indies. Yeah, King Protea is an evergreen shrub with pink 30-centimetre flowers. Yes, I've gone through the wrong answers already. Well done. If you did get South Africa, let's light you back up. So, Toot and Clive now one away. Toot with the slight lead, 43 to Clive's 41, but both of them requiring one question. As we go to question number 4, worth another 5 points. Have a look at this. Which sport, originally developed in the Basque Country, involves bouncing a ball off a walled-in space by accelerating it to high speeds with a handheld wicker basket-like glove? "13 attempting that one. I wouldn't have had a Scooby-Doo on this one, but a lot of correct answers coming in quite quickly, and the correct answer was Jai-alai, or Jai-alai? Jai-alai, possibly. One of the fastest ball sports in the world. Sport once held the world record for ball speed, with a ball covered with goat skin, travelling at a recorded 188 miles an hour. Just it's been superseded by a golf ball drive clocking 204 miles an hour. Oh, Jai-alai. Jai-alai. It's a Jewish J, or a Halalian J. A couple of variants we did accept there: Zesta Punta, Basque Pelota, Pelota Cesta, and Pilota. So a few variants which did come in useful for a couple of people there. Petanque and lacrosse and Palanque are all incorrect answers, unfortunately. Toot, you become the first player in round 2 to escape. Very well done. And for everyone else, let's light you back up. Door's gone green, which means you are still in live play, but you are safely into the next round, Toot. Flyboy, Shapes, Clive, Jogging, and Riff, you are all one away. Apodo, you are on your last life. Do tread with caution. On we go. Question number 5, worth another 5 points. Take a look at this. In which HBO series that aired from 2018 to 2023 did Brian Cox portray family patriarch Logan Roy? 13 attempting that time, 7 sitting it out. The correct answer was Succession, with various alts for spelling accepted there. Walking Dead and Billions, unfortunately both wrong answers. Yeah, it's an American satirical black comedy drama series created by Jesse Armstrong, aired for 4 seasons on HBO. Not the physicist Brian Cox, the actor Brian Cox, not Professor Brian Cox of the University of Manchester, not him. Shapes, Clive, and Jogging, very well done. You have all escaped into round 3, assuming you can keep your lives intact. Let's light you back up. Halfway through, 5 questions left, 25 points still up for grabs. Lupine, Flyboy, BC, and Riff, you're 1 away from escaping. Apoda, you're still on your last life, and we've got 4 escapees up there already. Let's go to question number 6, worth another 5 points. Take a look. 3, 7, 32,127 and 8,191 are the first 5 of the 52 currently known examples of what type of prime number? Clearly read that wrong. I think 32 might be a typo. Number wanged all over the place. I don't know. I didn't prove this one, but 3, 7, 32, 127 and 8,191 are the first 5 examples of the 52 currently known examples of what type of prime number. I think that might be meant to say 31. Apologies, that snuck through. The correct answer: Mersenne. They're Mersenne primes. There are 52 known to exist, at least. It's a prime number described by the formula 2 to the p minus 1, where p is also a prime number. So I'm glad I finally understood those, because I've heard of Mersenne primes, but I never knew what they were. Wrong answers there. Happy numbers are something slightly different. Perfect numbers also something slightly different. They're not a type of prime number. They're kind of the opposite. They've got happy numbers, and perfect numbers have many factors. Prime numbers, of course, only themselves are one. So unfortunately we can't accept those, but very well done if you did give me the right answer. In particular, well done to BC and Riff, who have escaped into round 3. Very well done. Let's light you back up. Lingo, Ape, Riff, all of you, welcome to the stream. It's great to have you with us this evening. And happy Thanksgiving as well to our American friends joining us. Sam, Lupine, Apodo, Flyboy, AB Me, and Oni, you are 1 away. Prugs and Woollyback, you require all of the remaining questions. Apodo and Matt, you are on your last lives. Tread with caution. As we... The door's just gone, which means Anya's home an hour earlier than I thought she'd be. On we go. Question number 7. for another 5 points. Tread carefully if you are at risk here or in peril. Take a look. What type of cloud, generally indicative of fine weather, is flat-bottomed, detached, white, puffy, and cauliflower or cotton ball shaped? The correct answer: cumulus. Mammatus often extend from the base of a cumulonimbus cloud. Yes, cumulus or cumulus humilus was the correct answer. 11 attempted that. Wrong answers there: nimbus, cirrus, and nimbus. All of those incorrect. Unfortunately, we can't condone them. But yes, very well done if you got the right answer. Let's light you back up. 3 questions left. Sam, Lupine, Apodo, Flyboy, ABME, Oni, and Matt, you're one away. Pyro, Proogs, Tiggo, and Woollyback, you need all 3. Apodo, Flyboy, Tiggo, and Matt, you're on your last life. Let's take a look at question number 8. See what you think of this for 5 points. What type of outdoor lounge chair is named after a massif of mountains in upstate New York? Eight attempting this question, and the correct answer: Adirondack, which I must confess I've never heard of. But an Adirondack chair is an outdoor lounge chair with wide armrests, a tall slatted back, and a seat that is higher in the front than the back. I've not come across that one. I've not even heard of the mountain range, to my eternal shame. Wrong answers: Catskill, Colorado, Streamer, all of those incorrect. Or Storama, sorry, looked like Streamer. Apodo Nuevo, Matt the Sprat, very well done, you two. You have escaped into round 3. Unfortunately, though, we have lost some players here. Pyro, Proogs, Tiggo, and Woollyback. You're either out of lives or there's not enough questions left. Either way, it's the end of the road, and it's lights out. So with 2 questions left in the round, Sam, Lupine, Flyboy, ABME, and Oni, you're 1 away. Jerry, Moonraider, and JR, you need both. Flyboy, you're on your last life. Question number 9 for another 5 points. Take a look at this. William Gibson's 1984 novel Neuromancer is an early work in which specific genre of science fiction, also now a registered trademark held by CD Projekt SA. Time. 13 players attempted this question, and the correct answer is cyberpunk, as in Cyberpunk 2079, I think it was a game by CD Projekt Red. Neuromancer has been described as the quintessential cyberpunk novel. 2077, thank you, Jar. One of the most notable 1980s science fiction novels. Time magazine named Neuromancer one of its all-time 100 novels back in 2005. Just the one wrong answer from our live players there. Dystopia, someone else saying that in the background game as well. Sam, Lupine, ABME, Oni, congratulations, you have escaped to round 3. We will see you there. Moonraider, unfortunately for you, it's a good run, but you can go no further, either out of lives or out of questions. Either way, it's the end of the road, and it's lights out. Yes, I did hear 2077 got really bad reviews when it first came out, but they sort of patched it to the eyeballs, and now it's actually quite a good game. Same thing sort of happened with No Man's Sky, allegedly. Right, with 1 question to go, Jerry, Flyboy, and JR, you're 1 away and requiring all. 42, 41, and 44, respectively. Flyboy, you're on your last life, academic at this stage. If you've already escaped, remember you can still answer if you want to maximise those points. Let's take a look at question number 10. The Cod Wars were a series of 20th century confrontations between the United Kingdom and which other country about fishing rights in the North Atlantic? Nine players attempting this, and the correct answer was Iceland. COD wars were confrontations that lasted over 20 years, 58 to 61, 72 to 73, and 75 to 76, and in each case, Iceland secured its territorial water claims. Good old Britain going over, just saying, give us your country or we'll smash your face in. It's just sort of what we do, isn't it? I thought we'd learned by the 20th century, but never mind. Jerry, very well done. You did manage to escape on that question, but Flyboy and JR both going for Norway, as did BC, although BC had already escaped. I'm afraid for you two, you got to the end of round 2, but I'm afraid no further. Thank you very much for playing, but it's the end of the road, and it's lights out. And at the end of that round, 13 players escaped, and for the second round in a row, 7 players were eliminated. 7 eliminated in round 1, 7 eliminated in round 2, and just 13 players remain to challenge for the title of the Escape Artist as we go to round number 3. Round 3 is Survive, and in this round you must outlast all other players. First player to answer correctly restarts the clock and sets a drain running on all the remaining players. Stop the drain by answering the questions correctly. If nobody answers the question correctly inside 15 seconds, all players lose the maximum for the question. Instead of lives, you've now got refires, which will allow you to attempt the question more than once if you've got it down to maybe 1 or 2 options. Once they're exhausted, only your first answer will be accepted. You can attempt every question once for free. It doesn't cost you a refire to give me a wrong answer, so you might as well attempt. If you exhaust your points, you're eliminated from the game. And when only 1 player remains, they will be declared the Escape Artist. So, scores on the doors. Toot has the lead at 79. Clive has 72. Riff has 64. Shapes has 62. Jogging 61. BC 60. 8BMe and Oni both on 58. Sam and Lupine on 53. Jerry's got 51. Apodo and Matt are on 50. This is a relatively close game, and this round can be very, very swingy, particularly in the later halves. You can lose 1 point every 2 seconds you don't give me the correct answer in, up to a maximum of 7. Very best of luck to all 13 surviving players. Here is your first question. I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud and To the Skylark are poems by which Lake's poet? Toot starts the clock. 4 wrong answers received so far. They may have refired already. 12 answered, 1 doing a full abstention there. The correct answer was William Wordsworth. Lake's poets were a group of English poets who all lived in the Lake District of England. The other 2 being Samuel Taylor Coleridge and Robert Southey. Keats, Yeats. Yeats, I haven't got my Yeet button hand. Where's my Yeet button? Yeet! There it is. A lot of players going for Riff going Coleridge and then Wordsworth. A couple of players just trying Keats and Yeats and then not refiring. But that's perfectly allowable tactic. Very well done. Let's light you back up. Toot still with the lead of 79. Clive's in second with 71. Shapes in third with 62. Let's go on to question number 2. Reach Out I'll Be There was a 1966 #1 hit single in the UK and US for which Motown band? Sam starting the clock here. (11) attempting, 2 abstaining. The correct answer, and Toot, I'm going to condone it, don't worry, was the Four Tops. We only accepted it with the word, we didn't accept it with the number. The only player that fell foul of that was Toot, who was the second player to answer. So if I click Toot, submission, Four Tops, yes, you used a refire, so if I click you again, Four Tops, shift click to invert and apply. Oh, hang on. Right, let me try shift clicking. There we go. So, Toot, I've given you back your refire and the extra 3 points that you lost by having to use the refire to type the full word. Apologies for that sneaking through. Yeah, Sam was the first to answer. 4 tops, a couple of Jackson 5s in there. Detroit, all of those incorrect. Let's let you back up. Sorry about that. Minor correction we just had to make there. Toot still with the lead, 79. Didn't actually lose a point despite answering second. Clive with 64. Shapes with 62 as the top 3. As we go to our next question, take a look at this. As of November 2025, the San Marino national football team have 3 international victories. All of these victories are against which other national side? Oni has started the clock. He's the only... AB Me now getting it right as well. Riff has got there too. Count your lucky stars. We're not on the higher drain rate at this point. Only losing 7 points there. 1-0, 1-0 and 3-1. I haven't got that information to hand, Oni. But the correct answer is Liechtenstein. Very well done to Oni, ABME and Riff. The only 3 players to get that. Riff getting it quite late will have lost a couple of points, but still managing to stop the clock. Spain, Gibraltar, England, Switzerland, Luxembourg, Faroe Islands, Malta, Guatemala, Vatican City and Kosovo are all incorrect answers. Of their 3 victories, the first one was in a friendly at home in 2004, with the next 2 coming in 2024 as part of the UEFA Nations League. Very well done to Oni starting the clock there, maintaining their points. Let's light you back up. Toot still with the lead. Everyone losing, well, a lot of players losing a lot of points there, but Toot with 72. Oni now jumps into second with 58. Clive in third with 57. We're increasing the drain rate, gang. 1 point per second up to a maximum of 15. So those clocks are going to tick down very, very quickly if you don't get it right. Let's take a look at question number 4. Esther Summerson, Lady Deadlock and John Jarndyce are leading characters in which Charles Dickens novel? Toot starting the clock. Sam, Oni, Ben, jogging, Lupine right behind. A couple of wrong answers coming in. And that's time. Clive attempting this twice is still not landing on the right answer. 2 players abstaining completely. The correct answer was Bleak House. Toot starting the clock there. Clive going Great Expectations and then A Tale of Two Cities. Matt going for Nicholas Nickleby. Riff going for Great Expectations. Can't condone any of those, unfortunately. Bleak House is what we wanted. Well played if you got that. Let's light you back up. Jerry, you're in peril. 15 points. If you do not answer this question correctly, you will be eliminated. Toot still with the lead. Only still in second. Jogging now in third with 47. As we go to question number 5, have a look at this. In the 1960s, the Molonglo River was dammed to create a recreational lake for which capital city? Time. Nobody got the right answer there. The first sausage of the game, the Molonglo River. Everyone getting that wrong, including the background game. 9 attempted, 4 didn't even bother to have a guess. The correct answer was Canberra. Molonglo River in Australia. And Canberra is, of course, capital city. Cairo, Kampala, Brasilia, Manila, Cairo, Cape Town, Nairobi. All of those wrong answers, and I'm afraid you're all going to lose the maximum of 15 points. Which means it's the end of the road and it's lights out for Jerry Eris. Thank you for playing. Apodo, ABME, Matt the Sprat with 5, 12 and 2 points respectively. You are all in peril now. If you get this one wrong, you will be eliminated. Toot has the lead with 57. Oni's just behind with 41 and Jogging's just behind that with 32. As we go to question number 6, take a look at this. Alright, Mr. DeMille, I'm ready for my close-up. Is a line spoken by Gloria Swanson playing Norma Desmond, in which 1950 film directed by Billy Wilder. Matt's out of points, Apodo's out of points. ABMe's out of points. Questions do get harder. 7 attempted, 5 abstained. The correct answer was Sunset Boulevard. Toot getting that right first. Matt then ran out of points. Sam got it. Clive got it. AB Me going Casablanca. Lupine, Some Like It Hot. BC, Citizen Kane. And then AB Me running out of points. Nothing to condone there. And Apodo, AB Me, and Matt. I'm afraid it's the end of the road and it's lights out. Toot with the lead of 57. Oni in second with 26. Clive is in third with 23. Lupine, Shapes, BC, and Riff all on the top row and all in peril. As we go to question number 7, take a look at this. Which Australian golfer who won the Open in 1986 and 1993 has the nickname the Great White Shark? Shapes has started the clock. Ben's in, Riff's in, Sam's in, Toot's got there now. Lupine's out of points. 7 attempting, 2 abstaining. The correct answer was... yes, I can give you a condone there, Ben. I think it should... let's find out. Shapes was the first to answer. I can only... Can I condone back before the clock started? I'll find out in a minute. Sam getting it on a refire, going Mickelson first. We've got Faldo, Niklaus, and Palmer, all wrong answers, but eventually getting it on the refire. Ben, let me see if I can invert back. You're on 11 with 2 refires. I can. 13 points and 3 refires. There you go. So put those back for you, Ben, those extra 2 points, because of course at this stage every point is critical, as indeed could be the refires. What I can't do is take points off players who would have lost points had you been the one to start the clock, because you were the first one to answer, but Shapes coming in less than half a second later, I don't think it would have made that much difference. So for the end of question summary, we do have to say goodbye to the Lupine one who has run out of points. Thank you very much for playing, but it's the end of the road and it's lights out. Toot with 52. Sam now in second with 19. Shapes in third with 15. But Shapes, Clive, Jogging, Ben, Oni, and Riff all in peril at this point. A wrong answer or failing to get an answer in will see you eliminated from the game. Late Minky, welcome to the game. Goodbye. I love how it does that in this game. You join late. If we're beyond question 5 of round 1, it just automatically locks you in. I think that's very, very, very funny. It's quite funny, isn't it? It's quite sweet. Sorry, I'm rabbiting on. Here we go. Question number 8. Good luck. Nimrod, Dur-Sharukin, and Nineveh were capitals of which ancient empire? Someone get it right. Toot's got there. Riff's out of points. Oh, pressure now. Pressure now. Jogging's out of points. Clive's out of points. Oni's out of points. Ben's out of points. Shapes is out of points. Oh, that was me. That was torturous. That strung out as the players thought we're all going to lose the maximum, and then Toot comes in with the right answer. And you had to watch as those points ticked down very, very slowly. Oh, the correct answer was the Assyrian Empire. There were 6 capitals of Assyria spanning from 2025 BCE to 609 BCE over 4 distinct periods. Oh, Sam going for Babylonian Shapes, Mongol, then Persian. Toot originally went for Babylonian, did get it on a refire. Clive, Mongol, and then Israel. Jogging, Sumerian, then Mesopotamian. BC, Egyptian, Roman, Mongol, Mughal, going through 4 and all refires used, still not getting there. Only Babylonian, then Abyssinian. Is that different? It's a breed of cat, isn't it? Abyssinian Empire. No, it's the Ethiopian Empire. It's a different thing. So I don't think I can accept. Yeah, it's subtly, it's similar, but they are different. Thank you for confirming that, chat. So I've got my little Google window here. Oh, brutal. Well, it does mean Shapes, Clive, Jogging, BC, Oni, and Riff. You've all run out of points. Thank you very much for playing, but it is the end of the road, and it's lights out. And all of a sudden, there were only 2 left, both questions and players. Toot on 52 with something of an advantage over Sam, who has 4 and is in peril. Question number 9. You could turn this around yet, Sam. You've got question 10, possibly, if you can get through this one. Let's see how you get on. Good luck. Here's question 9. Released in October 2025, The Boy Who Played the Harp is the 3rd studio album by which British rapper? Not that one, Toot. Sam's got there. Pressure on Toot now. Got some refis too? I think Sam knew that, and he was gonna hit enter if Toot started ticking down. If Toot got the answer, and as soon as he started ticking down, he was going to press enter, but he just wanted to make Toot sweat a little bit, maybe. Maybe it could be mind games happening here, but Toot not attempting a refire. The correct answer was Dave, Santon Dave. On 31st of October, Dave became the first British rap act to debut 3 albums at #1 on the official albums chart. Toot going for H. And not attempting a refire. So let's light you back up. We do go all the way to question number 10. This means we get the puzzle question, and this is the question where there is no maximum drain. If neither of you get it after 15 seconds, I'll start both your clocks, and the only way to stop it is to work out the answer and get the correct answer. Sam, if you get this first, Toot has got about 15 seconds to think of the answer. Well, 18 seconds to think of the answer. 18 and a half, because it's 1 point every half a second here. Very best of luck to you both. Here is question number 10. What pastime sounds like it links these? The egg of a louse, a 1987 Larry Wall programming language, a US World War II Third Army general, and a row of chalk stacks off the Isle of Wight. Toot got there and knocked Sam's points out in just 2 seconds before Sam could even offer and answer. The correct answer was knitting. We also accepted crochet or macrame. Macrame? Programming language is Perl. Allied commander was General George S. Patton. And chalk stacks off the Isle of Wight is the needles. All homophones for knitting terms: knit, purl, pattern, and needles. Well, Sam, good hustle. You got all the way to question number 30, but unfortunately you did run out of points right at the end there. Thank you very much for playing, but it's the end of the road and it's lights out. Which means only 1 player survives after 30 questions. It's we haven't seen for a while. We've seen a couple where we've had no winners, and we've seen a couple where there've been more than 1 player left at the end. But on this occasion, we have just got 1 man left standing who's going to bust out and stage the greatest escape since, well, the Great Escape. Congratulations to Toot. You are the escape artist. Crochet and macrame are vastly different to knitting. I don't know. I guess all of the clues Tiggo would be used in all of them. Oh, so Coda was just being very generous. For what it's worth, Toot did say knitting, which was the answer that came up first. I think so. A little bit. I thought that was a very tricky end game question. I would have struggled with that completely, but. Yeah, but GG's all round. Huge congratulations to Toots, who's busted out of the clink and is now, no doubt, causing havoc in your local area. What a public menace.
Shame.
No, not really. Congratulations. Have that one. Yay. Very many thanks to Fluffy Bunny for that question pack, and indeed to Cola for proofing it. And it's just before 10 o'clock, which times out quite well, because we have got one more game that we're going to play tonight. It's a last-minute thrown-together game of DEFCON. Written and proofed by me, so apologies if there are errors in it, but they are brand new questions. There have been some rule changes to DEFCON, so I want to see if they work, see if you like them, see if it makes it better or not. We'll see how we get on, because that's going to be coming up in about 4 minutes time. Yeah, please do join me for that. And then of course we've got the Thunderball at the end of the night, which I do hope you'll stick around for. Let's take a look at the final leaderboard. This is total number of questions correct out of 30. Toot finishing on 22. Shapes a very commendable 17 there. Only finishing on 16 questions correct out of 30. There is only the one gold medal in this game, but hopefully it's now being told on your Unicons how many pennies that you've got, and they've been added to the bank. Hurrah. Right. I'm just going to get the next game loaded, and then we'll be playing DEFCON in about 5 minutes' time. Please do join me and get ready to tell me all your thoughts on the new rules for the game. I'm very interested to see how it plays out. Thank you again to Fluffy Bunny for writing, to Cola for proofing, and congratulations to Toot. You are the escape artist. And I'm going to put some bonus pennies into the chat. I'm going to take this opportunity to possibly just grab another drink, and then we will be straight into our third and final game of the night, if you don't count the Thunderball, which is DEFCON, as written by me, with rule changes that I would... No, I don't want this song. No, thank you. No, thank you. That's better. Which very interested to hear your thoughts on. Remember, you can come join the Discord and share your feedback into the suggestions channel. So, yeah, stick around or go stretch your legs, get some drinks and snacks. We'll be back in about 5 minutes with even more quiz just to round the night out. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back.
Right.
Welcome to the third and final part of this evening's game night, where it is time for DEFCON, the game where I don't need to click any more buttons to end the world. Slightly changed rules, so pay attention to the instructions, which will be displayed between 27:30 and 26 minutes on the clock on the screen. Make sure you do pay attention to them. I will explain them as we go. Question difficulty is no longer a straight like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire trajectory. They're all roughly the same. I think it gets a bit harder towards the end, and I'm deliberately not telling you how many questions are in this pack because I don't want that to be a tactic for how you play the game. I did put a big post into the Discord last night explaining the changes and outlining a couple of the algorithms as well. I'm going to click off the suggestions page, so in case anybody types anything in, I'm not distracted mid-game. But these questions have all been written by me. And let's see if anyone can survive the end of the world tonight. And if you do, we'll have the Thunderball to celebrate. And if you don't, we'll have the Thunderball to commiserate. 1 more minute till the lobby locks. I say locks, it's probably the wrong word to be honest, because it doesn't lock, you can join midway through, but yeah. Anyway, I'm hoping I've fixed the bugs in the Universal Controller as well. Yeah, there's a couple of bugs. There was one bug that had been there for ages that I just hadn't caught. The update function was doing things it shouldn't do, but Anyway. Actually, I kind of can chat a bit on this game, although it might sort of steal from the vibe slightly. But yeah, it doesn't slow the game down if I chat. Kegler, Yoni Yak, welcome both of you to the stream. 24 players in so far. Unless we have an exceptionally short game, we're only going to be having one tonight, by the way. DEFCON 0.3. Yeah. It's not made. There's no... They're subtle changes, but they should make a big difference. Anyway. Yes, it's alright. 2 people can have the same thought at the same time, Natter. Chill. Okie dokie. Pay attention to the rules. Here is how to play. Ooh, look, a gauge. Answer the questions correctly to earn points. At each level, correct answers are worth progressively more points, with higher threat levels starting with a greater points value. The Unicon will show you how many points the next question is worth. To bank your points, press the button to raise the DEFCON level after the question. Once pressed, your points are safe, but you cannot earn any more until after the level has been raised. The more players who bank, the greater the chance the DEFCON level will be raised. The chance that the level will be raised is indicated by the pressure gauge. Any players with unbanked points when the level is raised will lose them. Note that there is always a 5% chance of a raise even before we begin. To bank your points at DEFCON 1, press the button to launch a strike after the question. This will simultaneously terminate your game. Gameplay will continue until a strike is launched, the countdown has expired, or the database is exhausted. The player with the most banked points is the winner. So, points build within each level. And you no longer lose points for getting it wrong or abstaining. There's no reason to abstain. So answer every question. You no longer lose points. That's very important. Here we go. Which author wrote the novel Jurassic Park? Dean Koontz, Dan Brown, Michael Crichton, Stephen King. The answer was Michael Crichton, not to be confused with Arthur Conan Doyle, who wrote The Lost World. I thought of putting him up as an option, but I didn't want to be that mean on question 1. Next category is television. Raise DEFCON level and bank, or continue. There's already a 5% chance it's going to go up. Do you want to bank your points now? If you got that right, your next question will be worth 12. Okay. Holding at DEFCON 5. The meter's gone up a little bit. Let's go to another question. Some players have banked. The TV show Gavin and Stacey takes place on Barry Island, a peninsula in which country of the UK? Northern Ireland, Wales, Scotland, or England? That's in Wales. I have never seen that show, but apparently it's very popular. So you won't have lost points, but you won't have gained points, and you won't get the increase if you got that wrong. Next category is mathematics. Do you want to raise and bank or continue? Analyze. The meter is going up. We are still holding at DEFCON 5. That is the percentage chance, that gauge, that it's going to go up. Positive integer that is equal to the sum of its proper positive divisors is known as what sort of number? Perfect, prime, rational, or square? This is how I knew the perfect information from earlier on. We're talking about Mersenne primes. They are perfect numbers. So there's just under 25% chance it's going to go up now, possibly higher if some people bank. Next category is natural science. Do you want to raise the DEFCON level and bank, or do you want to continue? Voting close. Oh, it's gone up. Hit 50%, and we are going up. 66, so 2/3 of players have voted. The other third, you will have lost your points. We are going to DEFCON 4. The chemical compound silicate is comprised of silicon and which other element? It's worth pointing out there was only a 51.48% chance after that round of voting that it was going to go up, but it did. Oxygen is the answer. Silicon and oxygen in silicate. Got that right. Do you want to bank now? That's 13 points you would have got for a right answer there. The next category is religion. Raise DEFCON level and bank. There's already a 5% chance it's going to go up. Analyze. Yes, we are creeping up. But we are holding at DEFCON 4. We hit 50%. Yeah, that's a 50% chance that the DEFCON level would be raised, proves. Religion question then. In Hinduism, Brahma has what role within the Trimurti? Creator, resurrector, preserver, or destroyer? The creator, Shiva, is the destroyer, Vishnu is the preserver, resurrector I made up. So yes, it's never guaranteed to go up until everyone votes to raise it. Right, the next category is UK history. Have you banked enough points at this level, or are you going to risk one more? Okay, let's analyse the votes. We are holding at DEFCON 4. Next question. Florence Nightingale came to prominence during which war? World War I, World War II, Crimean War, or the English Civil War? Was the Crimean War. She was known as the Lady with the Lamp. So there's about a 20% chance the level is going to raise now, and that's before the vote. Do you want to call it quits? The next category is pop music. Let's analyse those votes. We are holding at DEFCON 4. There is nearly a 50% chance that it's going to go up at after the next question. That's before the votes. Who released the song It's a Sin in 1987? Aha, Fleetwood Mac, Duran Duran, Pet Shop Boys. Remember, you get pennies if you get it right, so even if you've banked, you can still attempt it, because you will get pennies for them. You just can't get in-game points. That was Pet Shop Boys, and it's a belter. When I look back upon my life, it's always with a sense of shame. Next category is space. Raise the DEFCON level and bank, or continue. Okay, let's analyse the votes. Yes, that got pretty high, didn't it? 92.6% of players voted to race, so most players banking some points there. We're going to DEFCON 3. Which comet was dubbed the Great Comet of 1997? Comet McNaught, Comet Holmes, Comet Hale-Bopp, or Halley's Comet? And Quizzy Dan, thank you for that raid. Quizzy Dan, Liari, Sleeping Soul, Doug T. 22. Welcome all of you to the stream. We're just in the middle of DEFCON, which I can't stop. But do come and join the game if you want to play. Comet Hale-Bopp. It was visible to the naked eye for a record 18 months. Yes, you've joined us just in time for the apocalypse. You can join the game if you like. The next category is physics. Have you got enough points at DEFCON 3? Or do you want to keep going? There's already a 5% chance it'll go up. Let's analyse the votes. We are holding at DEFCON 3. 8.7% chance of a raise at the moment. Let's go on to another question on physics. What does the second law of thermodynamics reference? Magnetism, friction, entropy, or gravity? Hello, Digital David. Welcome to the stream. Lovely to have you with us. Second law of thermodynamics talks about entropy. States that heat cannot spontaneously flow from a colder body to a hotter body, and that the entropy or disorder of a closed system always increases over time. And in this house, we obey the laws of thermodynamics. The next category is computer science. Do you want to bank and raise the level? Or do you want to play on? Analysing the votes. The gauge is going up. Low chance, and we are indeed holding at DEFCON 3. 18.52% chance of a raise. Which of these is not considered one of the basic data types of computer science? List, string, boolean, integer. This question is wrong and I don't know why. Apologies. Many apologies for this. Somehow this data has snuck through. It should be list. It's not boolean. That's very embarrassing. And apologies if you put list and have been marked wrong. Well done if you put boolean. Next category is classical music. Raise the DEFCON level and bank, or continue. That could be a data leak. Very much so. You're going to vote to raise, or are you going to play on for more potential points? Analyze the votes. There's okay, we are raising. There was only a 33% chance of a raise, but we hit it. Less than half the players banked their points then. We are going to DEFCON 2. Popular at weddings. Which composer is best known for their canon in D? Pachelbel, Bach, Handel, or Brahms? Which is also, yes, as I pointed out earlier on, not a canon. It is a ground bass. Pachelbel, not a canon, it's a ground bass. Pachelbel's canon in D. So, next category is food and drink. Do you want to bank the points you've got already, or do you want to keep going a bit longer? Analyse the votes. Not many voting to raise. But the RNG gods have spoken. Only 7% of players banked. And we are going to DEFCON 1, people. New Zealand isn't missed off the map. Pierogi is generally accepted to have originated in which country? Hungary, Poland, Romania, or France? That's how this game works. Sometimes RNG is going to RNG. We are at DEFCON 1. A strike is imminent. The answer is Poland. Vote to launch a strike. The next category is biology. Launch a strike and bank. Try and take out some more players who've got points at risk. Bear in mind there will be a little boost to the DEFCON level, to the raise threat at DEFCON 1. Let's analyse the votes. We're holding at DEFCON 1. 17.62% chance of a launch, apparently. Which chamber of the heart receives deoxygenated blood from the body? The left atrium, the right atrium, the left ventricle, or the right ventricle? It is the right atrium, which in turn sends it to the right ventricle, which pumps it back to the lungs to get oxygenated. The left side does the reverse for oxygenated blood. 23 players left in play. This category is sport. Do you want to launch a strike and bank your points, or do you want to play on? 25% chance we're going to strike on this question already. Analyse the votes. And that is the launch. And the end of the game after 13 questions. Seven questions left. Our high scorer is Woollyback with 165. Rather do nuclear war than sport, indeed so. Woollyback winning by quite a long way here. 165 to Ben in second with 117 and No in third with 100. Yeah, so Nata, that thing you said earlier on where you said you already said something, only said that literally the line above. You see how it's kind of fine? You know? Modern quiz fair. Indeed so. Technically, yes, David, but you need a very big question database and a lot of luck. You can end not deceased if you run out of questions or the time expires. That's the only way to do it. Oh, do you like it, Oni? It's a bit somber, isn't it? That's the game. That's the game. So, any strong thoughts? Oh, you can see the edge of the world. Move the camera back, Ben. Maybe ill of what you've just partaken in. It does a bit, doesn't it? Good. So I've got 7 questions that I can use in a future pack of that, which is nice. Pennies should have been written. Thank you, Dan. Yeah, I think that works better. I think I might need to tweak the levels slightly. I think it's a little bit low, but it wasn't... I felt like it wasn't necessarily obvious when the right time to bank was, which is kind of what I was angling for. There is a bang, it's just very quiet. I think I need to up the volume. Chuck it in suggestions, yeah, that's a vibe suggestion rather than a gameplay suggestion, but chuck it in anyway. The question that I threw at score about 45 minutes before I went live was... At DEFCON 1, the level will always go up, even if nobody banks. And I'm wondering if that is maybe the way to do it. Always raise the level by like 5%, or every 2 questions or something, the level will automatically go up by an additional 5%. Ow. In addition to the players who have voted for a strike. Don't know. But that feels pretty tight to me. I think I might just want to test that. It's like 2 lines to add to it. It's not a complicated change because I've already done it in the DEFCON 1 snippet. So, did you like that? Was that better? It's nice we have 4 different winners. You don't really have winners of this game. You just have people who lose worse than others. But I hope you liked it anyway. I've only got 7 questions left, Matt, so I'm afraid not on this occasion. It would just go up without considering player votes. That's a thought. Well, so it just banks your points and it just goes up a random amount each time. Oh, thank you, Odie. You're very kind. No, because that implies people survive, Ben. Although if you still have deceased on the end card at that point, it's yeah, your shelter did not work. No, I like going for the everybody dies vibe. As befits nuclear war. Any thoughts you've got on that? Chuck them in the Discord. I'm not going to have a big powwow about it now because I've done that the last couple of times we played. I'm really happy with this game. No, because that implies people survive. I'm really happy with this game. This is going to be a big feature moving into next season. I do now need to put it on one side, so I'm hoping there aren't too many more big changes that need to be done because I've got to do Google that stuff before next Thursday or push that. Run out of time. Yes, run out of time you do survive because it doesn't automatically launch a strike natter if you run out of time. Though, in order to do that, so I wrote 20 questions thinking 20 questions should be about right. I want to do a couple more play tests with that number of questions to see if it is the right number because, of course, there's a level of randomness to it. But unless you've got 32 questions or so, then you can't run out of time because the time is kind of fixed. Yeah, just something to consider. And for players to survive, Pat needs to have played too easy. Yes, basically. Well, or for players not to have elected to vote. Anyway, let's get on with the Thunderball because it's coming up to 10:30, and I'm trying this thing where I am finishing at a sensible time. One final thing, just before I launch the Thunderball software, if you haven't done a survey yet, I'm closing that on Sunday morning. So if you want to give me some feedback on stuff from Game Night from the last, it's been nearly 3 years since I've done a survey, do let me know. It's been some really useful feedbacks coming already, that some of which I've already started to implement. So like the Universal Controller graphics update, that came in as a suggestion from somebody, which I'm hoping makes it more accessible and easier to use. Me not waffling quite so much, I've taken on board. Oh, hello. There's a noise. It's Matt the Ref gifting out 5 subs. Turbo Tails, Waterfall, Moon Horizon, Bloody Violet, and Ian our God. You've all got a sub you can enjoy ad-free viewing for the next month. Matt, thank you very much for your generosity there. Enjoy the full red herring sting. Right, while that plays out, I'm going to load up Thunderball mode. Matt, thank you for your generosity. It's very kind. You didn't have to do that, but it's always very much appreciated. Let's wrap things up with the Thunderball draw, the midweek Thunderball draw, and let's go there now. Live from the Game Night Control Center, it's time for the Game Night Thunderball Draw. And GMFC is the code. Right, I've got quite a good number of raid messages tonight. And who have we got as a target? Really Crashes on. Could raid them. In fact, that's one of our only options, to be honest. Go see Huds' cats. Really Crash is playing Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. I think we're going to go raid Really Crash. Our friend from Ireland, or Northern Ireland, one of them. Balls for all, indeed so. Alright, come join. I'll give you once more round the loop after this one. 40 seats here if you want to come and try your luck at winning some extra bonus pennies to round this night off. Still some changes that need to be done to this bit of software as well on the final display screen. Albeit one with the gambling addiction at the end. Yeah, that's true. Okie dokie. Granick Morton supporters, yeah. Granick Morton FC, love it. Okay, we're coming to the end of the loop, which means I'm going to hide the room code. You'll have a few more seconds to pick your numbers. But there'll be no more entrants. We've got 27 players taking their seats in the Game Night Control Centre studio. Good morning, football club. Okie dokie, no more entrants. No more bets. Well, you can still bet, but... right, two machines. Let's start the first one. And tonight we are using Guinevere and set of balls number 1. Let's see if they're lucky for you as we release those big money balls. In they go, tumbling around with the fake physics that I've implemented on the slide into the machine. Let's give them a stir. And let's see if they can be lucky for you tonight. Veal success! Let's start the draw. I do expect a Nobel Prize. Good start there, Guinevere. We've had a misfire. We try again. Oh, Guinevere, what are you doing? Go on, give him a rattle. Something will come out this time. There we go. We got there. 34 is your first number tonight. Second appearance in the main Thunderball draw. Last appeared Saturday, the 8th of November. So, about 3 weeks ago. And the next one. Oh, it would have been a Thunderball on a Saturday night, I think. Ball number 2 is number 4. Second appearance for that in the main Thunderball draw. Last appeared on Thursday, the 23rd of October. There's Lancelot in disguise. Third ball out tonight is number 39. Third appearance for that in the main Thunderball draw. Last appeared Thursday, 23rd of October. This Arthurian story. Yeah, it's the time Arthur decided to start a lottery. Missed that Arthurian legend. The fourth ball. There, number 16. Second appearance for that as well. Last appeared Thursday, the 16th of October. And one more Thunderball to come. Some of those balls are spinning quite violently. Let's set them to settle down. As the fifth ball out is that one there, number 25. Second appearance for that. Last appeared on Thursday, the 25th of September. 25 last appearing on the 25th, which is quite pleasing. And over to our second machine. Let's see if we can get a different ball this week. We've had one that's appeared like 9 times or something. Let's take a look as we release the Thunderballs. In they go, just the 14 of them. We'll give them a bounce. And let's not waste time. Let's pick a Thunderball. Knights of the Round Lottery machine. Spinning quite violently. And give your balls a shake. Absolutely. Okay, we're going to get one first time. We might do. Yes, we have indeed. The Thunderball tonight. Unlucky for some, it's number 13. First appearance as the Thunderball. Oh, goodness me. That's an aggressive bounce, isn't it? And once again, for your pleasure, those numbers in ascending numerical order. Number 4. Number 16. Oh, so lots of square numbers. Number 25. Number 34. And number 39. The Thunderball. It's a prime. Number 13. Data's been added to the drive, apparently. Has it been updated? Doesn't say. Press the update, the refresh button. Didn't say the penny bank has been updated. Oh, yes, it did. I just missed it. Anyway, goodness me. Lots of players getting 1,500 pennies with 2 numbers and the Thunderball. 15,000 pennies! Holy crap! Jerry! That's our biggest win yet. 4 numbers and the Thunderball. Sorry, I'm ignoring all the other ones on that top line. Lots of 1,500s going out, but Jerry Ellis with 4 numbers and the Thunderball. Holy shit. Jerry, that is a windfall for you tonight, my dude. Congratulations. That is very pleasing indeed. Where does that put you on the leaderboard now? 28th. So 23,000. That's a good chunk of those pennies have been won tonight. Just to go through that, there are some big wins tonight. Jerry won a total of 15,500 pennies across 3 lines. Casual potted 47,416 yards. Riff, nothing to sneeze about there, 3,850 pennies across 5 lines. Woollyback, 2,750 across 4 lines. Apodo, 2,100 across 4. Dan winning 2,000 across 2. Matt winning 2,000 across 2. TVP winning 1,500 on a single line. So that would have been 3 numbers in the Thunderball, I think, or 3 numbers without Thunderball. Fluffy also 1,500 on 1 line. Kegler getting 1,000 on 1 line. And those are the last of the big wins. Well done to everyone. If you did manage to get some money from the Thunderball machines tonight. Oh, good hiccups. And very many congratulations. To Jerry Harris. Oh, no, I've got hiccups now. Well, that's it for the rest of the night. Well, G. Eisens, welcome to the stream. Happy Thanksgiving. And happy Thanksgiving to all our American friends this evening. Or this afternoon, if you're in America. That is the Thunderball. I'm going to roll the credits, and then we're going to raid Really Crash. Stick around for that, if you would. And, yeah, see you on the other side. And with that, friends, we have reached the end of yet another game night. It has been a most fun, eventful evening this evening. I hope you've all had fun with the quiz. Big thanks to all my writers this evening, to Oni for Data Leak, to Fluffy Bunny for the Escape Artist, and as well to Stimpson's Angle and Cola for proofing. Apologies for that one bad question in DEFCON as well, by the way. That's what happens when I write things in a hurry. It would happen on the computer science question as well, wouldn't it? But there we go. Yeah, if you've got any more feedback on that, then let me know in suggestions. I've just got that one question about whether or not I want to raise the DEFCON level every time. Maybe I want to tweak the levels because it seems a bit... Well, I say it seems a bit generous at the moment. It seems low relative to the number of people banking, the percentage going up, but I will think about that. But then again, we did have a very quick raise at DEFCON 2, so... You go cook, that's cool, Apodo, no drama. You go enjoy Thanksgiving. If you're assuming you're cooking something related to Thanksgiving. Just a reminder, Quizmas is going to be starting next Thursday. It's a solo venture this year with just me. The exact form of it, I'm not 100% sure of yet, as Ash is encountering some IRL challenges at the moment, but we send him our love and wish him well, and we hope to see him back really soon. Yeah, Quizmas is going to be kicking off next Thursday, but before that, this Saturday, Plinko, Distinction, and Moneybox. I do hope that you will come along for that. Looking forward very much to seeing you there. And until next time, until then, we're going to go raid Really Crash. Oh, raid messages, yeah. I can't do my sign-offs yet. Give your balls a shake. 8 Matt got there before you, though. It's a prime. Push the button, Ben. Wrong button. Jerry Harris needed love potion number 9. Did he really? I've got lots of good raid messages tonight. But what's behind that curtain from Apodo Nuevo? Live from the game night dumping ground from AB Me. I'm on a quiz. From JR. Loud Yorkshire sounds from SJ. Suck It and It Gets Smaller from Matt the Ref, and also Suck It on the Pleasure Beach by Jerry Harris. I am fairly sure the algorithm is solid. I'm going to leave that as a maybe a winner. Your winner from Shadowmane. All your base belong to us from Proogs. I haven't seen it either by Proogs. Keats Yeats. I like that one as well. I like that one as well. Just in time for the apocalypse. We would rather do nuclear war than sport. I like that one. Give your balls a shake. Knights of the Round lottery machine and spinning quite violently from shape. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 left to choose from. I think. Oh, look, a gauge for Jerry. I'm fairly sure the algorithm is solid. Get some pity pennies. And no, because that implies people survive going to JR. So we're going to go raid Riddy Crash, and we're going to say from Lewis, it is similar in the sense that it is an empire. Until next time, you have been watching Game Night with me, Royal Flush. Until next time, be splendid and wonderful and marvellous and safe. And as always, take care. Peace out. And good night.
First try every time.